Today in NBA 2K25, I am pairing up Prime Chris Paul with Victor Wembanyama. As you can see, we're here on the San Antonio Spurs on NBA 2K25 with Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama is now the second highest rated player on the team because now I have Prime Chris Paul on the roster. Now, Chris Paul is going to be playing for the San Antonio Spurs this upcoming season. I'm excited to see how things play out. But Chris Paul is now 40 years old and obviously isn't the same player that he once was when Chris Paul was absolutely killer out there in the NBA, one of the best point guards out there at the time. So today in NBA 2K25, Chris, I'm still saying that instead of 24, I have put Prime Chris Paul on San Antonio Spurs roster to see how things would play out with him and Victor Wembanyama on the squad. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into today's video and let's get started. Subscribe if you're new, like this video. I'll see you guys with the rotation first before we kick into the simulation. And here's your rotation that we're rocking with: Chris Paul at the 1, of course, Devin Vassell at the 2, Kellen at the 3, Jeremy Sohan at the 4, and Victor Wembanyama at the 5. Coming off the bench is going to be Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Harrison Barnes, and Malachi Branham. Let's see how things play out for the San Antonio Spurs roster. Hopefully we can win a championship at some point. We're going to be doing 3 years of the simulation. Let's see how things play out. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Let's hope for some good results. And the year number 1, Luka is winning MVP, 34, 11, and 10 for him. That's a crazy season. Reached that share of Rookie of the Year with the Hawks. We got Kevin Porter Jr., 6th man with Clippers. Victor, Defensive Player of the Year. That's what you'd like to see. He's also your most improved player too, which is a crazy statement. Victor's also on the All-NBA first team, so obviously that Chris Paul effect is playing a huge factor in the San Antonio Spurs right here. He's also on the All-Defensive first team, which is of course what you like to see. Checking out the player stats at the end of the season, as we were the 2nd seed, which is really good for us. I actually wasn't expecting us to be the 2nd seed, but we'll take it definitely. Checking out the player stats at the end of the season, Victor Wembanyama led the way in scoring for us with 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. He also had 2 steals and 3 blocks, which is crazy. Chris Paul had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists per game. Very good for him. Keldon Johnson had 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. Devin Vassell up to 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Zach Collins 12 and 6. Jeremy Sohan had 11 and 6 per game this season. And at the end of the season, we were actually tied with the Dallas Mavericks for the first seed out there in the Western Conference, going 62 and 20 on the season, 34 and 6 at home, 28 and 14 on the road. That's what you like to see. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting us to be that good, but you know, this is year number 1 because we're obviously going to be even better in years 2 and 3. We definitely have a good roster on our hands. We're going to be taking on the Golden State Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. Steph Curry, Buddy Hield, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Chase Jackson Davis. For some reason, Kuminga's coming off the bench, so is Podziemski too. Interesting lineup. I do think that we should obviously beat this Warriors squad. I'm not really too worried about them at all. We take game 1, 121-97. Victor had 37 and 12 and 6 blocks, which is crazy. 17, 8, 11, and 4 for Chris Paul in just game number 1. That's crazy. Game number 2 is going to go into Golden State though, 122-102. Victor had a good game, Chris Paul did, but Curry and Kuminga lead the way in scoring for the Golden State Warriors. Game number 3 is going our way, 120-95. Wiggins had 35 for them, but Victor drops 30 points for us. That's what you like to see. We take game 3. Game number 4 is also to us. Wiggins 22 for them. He's doing really good in that series. Victor just had 42 points and 7 rebounds in game number 5, or game number 4 I should say. That's what you like to see. Game number 5 is going to Golden State, 108-99. Victor 32 and 14. Chris Paul at 13 and 9 this one, but things don't go our way. We're still up in the series, so things are going our way, and yes we do. We're going to the next round taking on the OKC Thunder, a very tough matchup. Shea, Caruso, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein there. They got a good squad. Isaiah Joe as well. Game number 1 is going to OKC. We might have a very difficult time beating them, but we'll see what happens here. Victor had 28 and 15 this one. Keldon Johnson had 21. Chris Paul had 19 points and 11 assists. But Shea just shot 53 points on us, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. And Aaron Wiggins had 28 points and 18 minutes off the bench. That's not good. Game number 2 is also going to OKC, 122-94. Devin Vassell at 26 for us, 15 for Victor. Shea's just been cooking beyond belief. We don't really have anyone to stop him at the moment. Game 3 is also going to the OKC Thunder. Shea had 38, 11, and 7. Chet 24 and 6. J-Dub had 11 for them. Yeah, not looking good for us. We're down 0-3 in the series. We do win in game 4, so potential comeback. You never know. Shea had 33, J-Dub 24. Victor just shot 35, 15, 7, and 4 in this one. That's what you like to see. Game number 5, though, is not going our way. The Spurs have been eliminated in the second round of the NBA playoffs, but I wasn't really expecting us to win in the first season, though. It's going to be the Timberwolves and the Celtics in the NBA Finals, as Anthony Edwards is your Finals MVP. I wasn't expecting us to win, so I'm really not that disappointed in our performance. Hopefully next year's going to be better for us. Yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of next season. And the year number 2, we got Victor win the MVP, so that's what you like to see. 27 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists per game for him. Also 2 steals and 3.3 blocks, just absolutely crazy. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year with the Jazz. Jalen Duren 6 when he's on the Lakers now, that's interesting. Victor also Defensive Player of the Year, and Robert Dillingham is your most improved player. Victor Wembanyama on the All-NBA First Team, of course, no Chris Paul, but that's okay. Victor's also on the All-Defensive First Team as well, and we were the 2nd seed again this season, so things are pretty similar compared to last. Victor Wembanyama leading the way in scoring for us once again, 27 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3.3 blocks. Crazy. Chris Paul had 16 points and 8 assists per game this year. Then Vassell had 13.6, 3 and 4. Kellen Johnson 13, 5 and 2. Jeremy Sohan 11 and 7 and 4. Pretty good season for him, I'm not gonna lie. And I shot Stephon Cassell getting some minutes this year. He's up to an 81 overall. Checking out the standings at the end of the season, we literally only were 1 game back behind from last year, and the Mavericks were 1 game up prior to last year. 61 and 21 at the end of the season, 34 and 8 at home, 27 and 13 on the road. So really no complaints once again. Hopefully this year is a little bit better though, and we don't get knocked out in the second round. We're gonna be taking on, let's see, the Kings in the first round of the playoffs. Fox, Monk, DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, John Collins now coming off the bench. I do think that we should beat the squad. I'm not really too worried. As soon as I say that, we lose game 1, 114 to 89. Victor's only 17 in the first one. That's crazy. Fox at 33 for them. Good game for Fox right there. Game number 2, this is also going to Sacramento. 35-9-8 for Victor Wembanyama, 15 for Chris Paul, 23 for Fox. Things are not actually looking good. I kind of just said we were going to win, but now we're down 0-2 in the series. We come back though in game 3. Sabonis at 23 for them. Victor had 29, 15, 7, 3, and 4. That's crazy. That's a crazy game right there. We take game 3. Game number 4, though, is also going to Sacramento. 108 to 121 loss for us. DeRozan had 22, and yeah, things are not looking good right now. Can we win in game number 5? Yes, we do. It's now a 3-2 series. Let's go to Simcast here for one of these games. See if potentially things change if we hop in like this. It's gonna be a close game here once again. Can we pull away? Or hopefully it looks like the Kings are kind of pulling away. It's gonna be a close game here. 107 to 103, 149 left to go in this ball game. Can we get the job done and win? Oh, we're going to overtime. That's kind of scary. 122 to 117. We win by 2. That's crazy. That was a close game though, but we do end up winning though, 3-3. Can we go to the next round of the playoffs? We have to win, of course, here, but we're gonna be back home for game number 7 against the Sacramento Kings. We had a good first quarter, and looks like things are going our way. I don't want to say anything too crazy here, but yes, it does. 112 to 98. So we come back down in the series, and we're going to the next round taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jay McDaniels, Towns, Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, Robert Dillingham, Paul Reed. This is pretty much the exact same squad in real life, so they are a very good team. Timberwolves take game 1, 130 to 118. Victor 27, 9 and 4 in the first one, 25 and 6 for Devin Vassell. Only 10 for Chris Paul in this one. That's kind of crazy. Kind of expecting some bigger numbers from Chris Paul in the simulation, but obviously, again, we're losing the first 2 games of the series. Well, Chris Paul had a good game here, 17, 6 and 9. It's not like Chris Paul was ever averaging like 25 points per game or anything. 36, 8 and 4 for Victor Wembanyama in game 2, but Edwards leading the Timberwolves for a victory. It is now a 3-0 series. Yeah, things are not looking good. 102 to 94. Edwards 24 for them, 32-12 for Victor, but we're down 0-3 in the series. We come back in game number 4, so hopefully, we might come back. Who knows? We had a good game here. Can we win in game number 5? Yes, we do. We actually do. It's now a 3-2 series. Let's go to Simcast here once again, because I'm kind of hoping that we get some comeback on our hands, because you never know what's going to happen. We had a big first quarter there, 46 to 28, but the Timberwolves come back with a huge second quarter right there. But we do have a little bit of commanding lead. Can we get the job done? And yes, we do. 131 to 117. We are now back in the series. It's going to be game 7 at home versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. I might hop into this game at the end. We'll see what happens. If it's close or not, we'll find out shortly. But the Spurs do have a bit of a lead here. Can they get the job done? Now have the Timberwolves come back in this ball game. There's a bit of a comeback right there, and it's going to be 119 to 117. We're going to overtime, 129 to 127. I got to hop in. This is game 7. So we're here in game 7 of the NBA playoffs right here, 129 to 127. Spurs are currently up by 2 with just 50 seconds left to go in this ball game. Chris Paul with the ball inside to Victor Wembanyama over Naz Reid, but Naz Reid's going to commit the foul on him. We're also in overtime, by the way, as well. This is game 7 to go to the Western Conference Finals. Victor Wembanyama is nailing that free throw for 42 points now in this ball game, and he's going to hit the oh no, I spoke too soon. He misses the second one, 127 to 130. 30. Jay McDaniels with the ball on the other end, currently guarded by Keldon Johnson at the moment. What are the Timberwolves going to do? Over to Mike Conley in the corner. Looks like Towns going to be setting up in the post. Going to hit the double team. Do not leave Naz Reid open. Robert Dillingham though is going to get that slam on the other end. I thought they were going to pass over to Naz Reid. You could clearly see he was very open on the other end. Chris Paul, he's going to get the ball. Looks like the Timberwolves will not be committing a foul because they just want to get some good defensive stops on this end of the court. Chris Paul has the ball. What's he going to do? Attempting a mid-range jumper. He's going to get that one to go. Victor was right there for the rebound, by the way, and the Timberwolves have a timeout. 22 seconds left to go in this ball game. 132 to 129 between these two squads. Looks like also Anthony Edwards had to foul out of this game because he's not in it. Conley with the ball on the other end. Chris Paul is currently guarding him. We got 15 seconds left to go on the clock. Chris Paul doing some great defense on Mike Conley right there. Prime Chris Paul, by the way. Towns for three. He's going to get to go. A huge three for Karl Anthony Towns on the other end. 8 seconds left to go. The Spurs just need a 2 at the moment. Victor Wembanyama inside. The pass by Chris Paul. That layup is good. Timeout. Huge bucket for Victor Wembanyama. We have 3 seconds left to go on the clock for this ball game. Whoever wins again is going to be going to the Western Conference Finals. What's going to happen here? Got Karl Anthony Towns with the ball out to Naz Reid for 3, and he's going to miss. A huge miss for Naz Reid, and Timberwolves, the Spurs will survive and head on to the Western Conference Finals. I'll see you guys at the Western Conference Finals. So now in the Western Conference Finals, we're going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Luka, Kyrie, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, Quentin Grimes. I mean, this team, yeah, they're pretty good. Game number 1 is going to be going to Dallas, 122 to 120. We unfortunately, the start of a series, we can't really win. 44-7 though for Victor Wembanyama. Can we win in game 2? Yes, we do. 116 to 94. Luka had 33 for them, but Victor 26 and 13 for us. Also 6 assists and 6 blocks. Shout out Stephon Cassell, 23 points in game number 2. Game number 3 though is going to be going to Dallas, 120 to 105. 32 and 16 for Victor, 14-10 for Chris Paul. Game number 4 is also going our way, 110 to 108. 34-11, 4-3 and 4 for Victor, 26-8 and 3 for Chris Paul. He has 6 turnovers though, but we got the win, so that's all that matters. Game number 5 is going our way, 112 to 106. Kyrie 22, Victor 32. Can we go on to the NBA Finals? No, we cannot, because we're going to be going to game number 7 against the Dallas Mavericks. It's going to be in Dallas, though. Can we get the job done and go to the NBA Finals? We're in Simcast here. Let's see what's going to happen. Dallas has pretty much been leading the entire ball game. We got a close one on our hands, 108, 107, 113, 111, 147 left to go. The Dallas Mavericks clearly just pulled away at the last second of that ball game, and the Spurs have been eliminated. Oh, that's brutal. Luka is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Brunson for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. But the Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA Finals. Shot Luka Doncic. Either way, we were so close. We were literally just honestly we were close with just 1 minute and 47 seconds left to go in that ball game, but we can't get the job done. Let's go to year number 3. Hopefully we can win in that year. End of year number 3, Victor is your MVP again, 27, 12, and 4 for him. Also 3 blocks per game. So he won MVP 2 out of 3 years. That's pretty good. We got Ian Jackson, Rookie of the Year. Trae Young, 6-man with the Pistons. I don't know what in the world that's about. Victor also Defensive Player of the Year. And shout out Trey Johnson, Most Improved Player. Victor on the All Defensive First Team, of course, as both the All NBA First Team. That's what you like to see. Finally, though, we're the first seed out there in the Western Conference. Checking out the player stats at the end of this season: 27, 12, and 4 for Victor Wembanyama. Keldon Johnson had 15. Chris Paul only had 15 points per game this year and 8 assists. Kind of hoping for more from him, but it is what it is because I know he's helping Victor. Vassell had 13. We got Jeremy Sohan 12. Hugo Gonzalez had 12, and Stephon Cassell also had 10 a game this season. We were the first seed, 67 and 15, by far the best record so far. We actually won the last 12 games of the season. That's pretty good. 37 and 5 at home, 30 and 10 on the road. So obviously no complaints there. We're gonna be taking on, let's see, the Portland Trailblazers in the first round. Scoot Sharp, Denny Avdia, Bobby Portis Jr., and DeAndre Ayton on their squad. Dylan Harper, Lauri Markkanen coming off the bench. Klingon, Simons is all the way down there. I was about to say this is going to be an easy matchup, but I don't really know. I think they actually could be okay. 122 to 87 though, so we actually destroyed them in the first game. Why is Lauri Markkanen coming off the bench behind Denny? No offense, because Denny's a solid player, but 35 from Victor Wembanyama there. But Lauri should be starting. That's kind of crazy. Game number 3, alright, so we're actually going to beat them. That's okay. Going to the next round there, obviously this is a tough matchup. The OKC Thunder, no new players really on this roster. Actually, they got RJ Barrett now on the squad. Clint Capella coming off the bench. They're kind of, I don't even know what's going to happen here. Game number 1 is ours, 133 to 126. Victor had 28, 14, and 6 in game number 1. RJ Barrett had 38 for them. Game number 2 is also going to us. So we're up 2-0 over the Thunder. Up 3-0 here. That's what you like to see. Game number 4 is going to be going to OKC, 116 to 104. Can we win? Hopefully in game number 5 here. Can we get the job done? And yes, we do. Going to the Western Conference Finals, taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have in store for us in the Western Conference Finals. I got Moses Moody now on the squad, but other than that, pretty much the exact same thing. Although I just saw Tobias Harris coming off the bench. Game number 1 is ours, 137, 115. Victor had 33 in game number 1. That's what you like to see. Luka went crazy, but we get the job done. Dallas takes game 2, 42 and 13 for Victor Wembanyama, 31, 8 and 13 for Luka Doncic. Game number 3 is also going to us. We're up 2-1 in the series. Game number 4 to Dallas, so right back at you. Game number 5 is going to us. It's going to be right back at them again. No, it's not, because we're actually going to the NBA Finals. Victor was your Western Conference Finals MVP, 31, 11, and 4 for him. Also 2 steals, 2 blocks a game. And it's going to be Ace Bailey of the Washington Wizards are in the NBA Finals. Jordan Poole, Ace Bailey, Saddiq Bey, Kyle Kuzma, Isaiah Jackson, Belly. Why is there? Okay, I don't understand this, right? We have Saddiq Bey here, obviously a solid player. We're going to obviously start Belly. Suggs is starting over Jordan Poole, honestly. And why is Alexander Sarr coming off the bench behind Kyle Kuzma? Like, what in the world is this? Like, I don't understand that rotation at all. But we honestly, we should beat them. I'm not like too worried. We also lose the second game of the series, but we should beat them. Yeah, we're up 3-1 in the series. I'm gonna hop into game number 5 here, and hopefully we have an NBA championship. Right, so we got 1 minute left to go in this ball game. We're up 1. If we end up winning this game, we'll be winning the NBA Finals. If not, well, 1 more game will be in this series. Jordan Poole, he has the ball with Chris Paul currently on him at the moment. Over Chris Paul, he's going to miss. Rebound to Sohan. I was kind of hoping that they got the rebound there, obviously. We got Hugo Gonzalez for 3 on the other end. He's off. Victor the rebound, though, over the defender, and he's going to get that layup to go to put back for Victor Wembanyama. He's flexing on him. That's what you like to see right there, 107 to 104. Can we get the job done in this ball game? Jordan Poole, he has the ball currently guarded by Chris Paul. Sarr at the Belly in the corner. I'm going to set the screen on Devin Vassell. He's wide open, though. He's going to get that job done. He's going to hit that mid-range jumper, 107 to 106 now in this ball game. So only a 1-point ball game, so anything is possible. Devin Vassell, he has the ball on the end for the San Antonio Spurs. Jeremy Sohan, we got Victor's calling for it. You clearly see him calling for it in the post. He's got Kyle Kuzma on him. Are they going to double team him? Nope. Kuzma playing some great defense, though. I'm not going to lie. Victor has the ball, though. He's getting in closer to the paint, and he's going to miss, but he's going to get his own rebound, and he's going to get fouled by Kuzma. That's like a long hug. Oh my god, that's crazy. Victor's going to go into free throw line, though. He's going to hit the first one, 108 to 106 now in this ball game. Can he hit the second free throw? And yes, he does. 109 106. Timeout Washington. It all comes down to this, 109 to 106. 10 seconds left to go in this ball game. What are the Washington Wizards going to do against San Antonio Spurs here in the NBA Finals? We got Ace Bailey now with the ball. I was about to say Belly. Sarr for 3. He's going to miss. Victor the rebound, and that's going to be it. The San Antonio Spurs have won the NBA Finals. It took me 3 years to do it with the addition of prime Chris Paul now on this roster, but we get the job done. So there you have it. That's the conclusion of today's video. So today I put prime Chris Paul on San Antonio Spurs with Victor Wembanyama, and the Spurs are going to win the NBA championship. So if you enjoyed today's video, please sure to like, subscribe for future content. If you want to do this to any other players, let me know down in the comment section below. I'd be happy to do so. If not, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.